bites the dust. Goodbye, 88 4Runner. Goodbye, goodbye. They are getting it ready to load. Got rid of these concrete steps here too, and they're like a tornado shelter. So they are heavy, heavy, and they're made to anchor onto a concrete slab. These are two of my cousins right here. Good evening from Texas, from Tejas. So we've had finally 2 hot days that really feel like summer to me here. Yesterday and today. It got pretty darn toasty. But we've been here today 8 days. And until yesterday, we had really way below normal temperatures for end of July and the beginning of August and all. So I'm not complaining. It's still very nice. It's about the prettiest August I have seen in years here. And we're just knocking our little projects out. Still continuing to work on downsizing. We're not selling out. Nobody get confused on that. This old boy ain't no fool. I keep my foot planted well right back here in the U.S. and Texas and all. You never know what could happen over there, you know. In the Philippines, you just never know. You look at all this stuff going on with China and the U.S. and everything, every which way. You just don't know which way the tides are going to turn. Anyway, not trying to start and get into politics and all, but the whole point I'm bringing up for that is I need to be a realist, that you never know what can happen. And as my grandmother said, I'm going to be like an old schooler here, you know. As my grandmother said, and most of yours did too, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, you drop the basket, you break all your eggs and you have nothing. I don't want all my eggs in one basket over there. I want to keep my eggs scattered out. So what we're doing back here in Texas is we're just getting rid of frivolous stuff we don't need, stuff that's just, if it's not being used. I got one house I'm trying to sell. I know it won't get closed on probably before I leave, but if I could get the transaction started with a buyer, they can do a virtual close now. Everything's changed. So we'll see how that works out. Well, looks like it's another day in the books. Another day gone here in Texas. It was still a pretty good day, but man, it got really hot in the middle of the day though, for sure. And I know it's crazy now we got a fire going, but I'll tell you what, while we're here, Mel's been cleaning up some branches and stuff and burning them in the fire pit. And late in the evening, you don't have to get up near it, you know, and feel the heat from it, but just hanging out and the ambience of having that little fire going in the fire pit, it's pretty nice. Well, another day on the countdown back to the Philippines. It's kind of funny, the day that we landed and got to the house here on a Friday night, that exact same Friday night, Mel and I opened up our empty suitcases and I already started packing them for the return trip. Start putting things in there, because stuff I had ordered that was here waiting, and just stuff we already knew in our head that when we got here that we'd want. So each day we already been buying stuff that we want. Don't know necessarily if we need it, but we want it for back over in the Philippines. Now clothes we need, and I needed some new jeans, and we got those. Let me tell you about that. I went out to a Levi's outlet at, if you might want to call it Tanger Mall or Tangier, however you want to pronounce it. And it was Levi's outlet store. And the jeans that I like, man, they were over $70. And right there in the store, I got on my phone and went to Amazon and looked up those identical jeans, and I tried them on in the fitting room and knew which size fit me. Got on Amazon and bought them for $40 and delivered the next day. So that was a pretty big savings. I probably could have had them even just sent to the Philippines. So that's just mind-blowing, the price difference. Last night, though, Mel and I, we went out with our friend Patrick and his wife Monica and their son Michael, which I just love Michael. And we went to a comedy club, didn't we?
Yeah. It's 2 comedian.
3. We missed the first one because we were late.
It is 3.
Yeah, we missed the first one. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon to another day here in Tejas, another day in Texas. Yeah, it's definitely feeling like August here now. I tell you, it is hot, hot. In good old Texas fashion, Mel and I wanted to eat some good ribs out on the smoker here. Let's see how these things are looking. Wow, it's looking nice. They are looking nice. Yes, they are. These have been out here for a while. Looks like they're pretty juicy. Oh yeah, look at that, man. Just falling apart right there. That's what you want, boy. Oh man. I cooked them with pecan here. Some limbs that fell off this tree I saved. I had another big pecan tree right down there. Yeah, right there. A limb that broke off the other side. I cut that up. And man, oh man, is that some good stuff, boy. Just look at that. Look at that. Tender juicy. You want to get a little taste of it? I just ripped mine off with fingers. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. See what I'm saying? Just look at that.
I like this one because it's so soft.
You like it, huh? So I do good?
Yeah.
Huh?
Good,
all
good
right.
job.
Cool.
So good evening, everyone, from here in countryside, Texas. So time check is 6:57 p.m. and stay a daylight. So the sunset, the sunset is gonna be around 8:20 p.m. So I go walk here for a while. It's very nice to walk over here. It's very peaceful, very nice, and very nature. And by the way, good morning there in Philippines. Of course, like Philippines and here in the West is always opposite time. So this is our neighbor perimeter. Yes. So it is their house there, it's very far away, and it is their main gate. Well, I really like to go walk over there more, but it's really far away to anyone houses here. I don't want to go just by myself there, so I'm just going back. So even I walk back and forth, it's not really bad. So our vacation here in Texas is soon will be over. So maybe like a week, more than just a week, and then we'll be head back to Philippines again. And we do whatever we want to do here, and we don't know we're going to back here again. We don't have any plan yet, but maybe this time we're gonna change the time that we come back here. Maybe like mostly we come back here like summer, so it's probably that we're gonna change that one. So maybe like next time we're gonna come here like spring or fall or winter. So there's changes on that. And now I can feel the real summer here in Texas. The thing is, because I say that one because when we arrive over here, it's something different, and it feels like not summer. It's still really greener here in the pasture, and I think the temperature was not that so bad. Like when we arrive here, like we are on the 80s. But 3 years, 3 years, I mean 3 days ago, it changed. Like the humidity was kind of high, and you can feel the different when you go outside, like around noontime. So, yeah. For me, living a life like this, like in the countryside, for me it is really a real blessings. I really like this kind of life. Of course, like James, he really like on the beach, and me, I grew up on the beach. So for me, it's really different, like to live here in the farm. But yeah, I can't deny that sometimes I get bored, but I don't forget that I was so blessed that to have this kind of freedom, a kind of life like this. And I like planting, I like growing stuff. I love, like a homestead style life. I like that one. Like we're the one to produce our food that we can eat every day. That's kind of life I like. And at the same time, of course, I like also to come visit to the city. But living in the city, that's what the life we don't like. I like our life. We are here in the country, more freedom and fresh air. Loss of breath. I've been back and forth walking.
We had to get Mel up on some steps here so she could be up in the scene.
It's a life of short, a dwarf.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Yes, good morning here in Texas and good evening there in Philippines.
Yeah, it's a nice morning. We're kind of excited for this morning. Two things are happening today. We had a large roll-off dumpster delivered that we're cleaning this farm up more of just any kind of junk and debris. We've done it each time we've been home. Not that we have so much junk here, but because our rent houses and things in the past, we hauled stuff from them to a dumpster here at the farm and kept filling them up, and from my brother's old place and everything. And now we're going through just anything we don't want, and either we're throwing it away or we're giving it away until we just get down to the very basics of what we need here, and to keep our life super simple when we come here to Texas.
Yes.
So
that easy to deal with when we come back here.
Yeah, not so much stuff always on your mind. So we're just clearing it out. We're not selling out. We're not getting rid of everything we own.
Especially like when you stay longer than Philippines, when you back here in Texas, you're gonna need to deal that things again. So it's better you eliminate and just minimum stuff that you have here.
Yep. Just me and you. It's all we need, baby.
Yeah, that's
just me and you. It's all we need. So another thing we're excited about today is we're having a water well drilled back here at the red building that we've been working on. The building got put on the back burner for a long while because we kind of like, do we really need this? Our lives was changing, and a lot happened. And but we do want it, and we're trying to get it finished up back here right now. Mel and I worked on it some together. I'm going to be back here working on it some again today. Went and picked me up some welding rods yesterday, some lead drivets for putting in the base angle around where I'm going to shoot some sheets and all. And I've got the welder back there right now, gas power welder, Hobart. So we're going to be doing a little work back there, and we're having the well drilled back there. So he's over here at my neighbor's right now, drilling him a new well, an additional well, and then he'll be up here in a little bit, and we're going to mark out the spot right where it's going to go. Our time's only short here now. What, we got maybe 8 days left?
10 days.
10 days? 10 days left. See, she's better than I am.
I'm keeping up.
Yeah, she's using all her fingers and toes. So anyway, it'd be really nice to have a well back there. So back in the days of running around and rodeoing, I had this dear friend named Michael Dye, and we called him the Birdman. Funny story about how he become the Birdman, but he passed on in the past couple years, and he had me to hold on this belt buckle right here that he won. You see, back in '93. He kind of lived out and about and around everywhere, and usually anything he ended up getting, he ended up losing. Right? You know, right? And he asked me to hold on to this, and that's silver, but it's tarnished, and they can clean that up. But I contacted his brother. I went to school with his brother, Titus, and I said, man, when I'm home this time, I want you and your family to have this belt buckle, because he's not here anymore for me to hold on to it for. And man, Ty's pretty excited. He sent his wife out here to get it. Yeah. And man, I know Titus, he sounded really excited getting that too.
That buckle. He's not going to be here that long. He's going back to the Philippines. Please go get it. So
yes, boy, I tell you. And you tell Titus that my next trip home next year, I'll go through, I got a bunch of pictures too of him riding bulls and stuff, and some of them that are signed.
Oh, awesome. Yeah,
and somewhere I have Black Heroes video and stuff with Bird that was put together with him doing all that riding and in the rodeo and all. Yes. So I'll locate that stuff as I go through my next thing. So I'm going to give that to the family also.
He will love it.
Because Bird's still right here in my heart. Boy, I miss him. I thank you for coming out. Take care.
It means a lot to Titus.
Yeah, you tell him to take care of that. And I thank you for coming out. Bye. A little bit emotional. Yep, so I had this friend, Michael Dye, aka the Birdman, and he's a black cowboy, and he was just my die-hard friend, and many other people's friends, not just mine. And he's a very lovable character, and he's a tough ornery thing too, man. He was ornery, but he was funny.